Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it.
Derives the relationship of parallel lines cut by a transversal using measurement and by inductive reasoning. Coplanar points are points lying on the same plane. Look at the given triangle. We have the following points. Points A, B, C, and D. Points A, B, C, and D are coplanar because the points are lying on the same plane. So we have parallel lines. Parallel lines are coplanar lines that do not meet each other. This is line N. This is line N. No matter how we extend the two lines will not meet each other. So line M is parallel to line N. The two vertical lines are symbol of parallel lines. So again, M is parallel to N. Transversal is a line which intersects two coplanar lines in two distinct points. So we have two lines, line M and line N. We have a transversal. The transversal is line P. The transversal P meet line M and line N in points A and B. Corresponding angles. The angles on the same side of transversal are known as corresponding angles if both lies either above or below the lines. So what are the different pairs of corresponding angles? We have one pair. We have angle 1 and angle 5. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. M is parallel to F. And T is a transversal. If the lines are parallel, corresponding angles of parallel lines are congruent. Therefore, angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. We have another pair of corresponding angles. We have angle 2 and angle 6. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. Therefore, angle 2 is congruent to angle 6 because corresponding angles of parallel lines are congruent. We have another pair. We have angle 4 and angle 8. Therefore, angle 4 and angle 8 are corresponding angles. Angle 4 is congruent to angle 8. We have the last pair. We have angle 3 and angle 7. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. Therefore, angle 3 is congruent to angle 7. Corresponding angles in parallel lines are congruent. What are the different pairs of corresponding angles? Angle 1 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 6, angle 3 and angle 7. So we have the measure of angle 2 is x plus 10 and the measure of angle 6 equals 80. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. Therefore, the two angles are congruent. X plus 10 is equal to 80. To solve for x will become 80 minus 10, so the value of x is 70 degrees. If x is 70, this is 70 plus 10. 70 plus 10 is 80 degrees. So the two form a linear pair. Therefore, this is 180 minus 80. The measure of angle 1 is 100 degrees. How about angle 4? The two are supplementary or linear pair. So it is 80. For angle 3, that is 100. For angle 5 is 100. For angle 8 is 80 degrees. And for the last number, that is 100 degrees. Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are interior angles on opposite sides of a transversal. So we have angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles of parallel lines are congruent. So N is parallel to N and D is a transversal. Therefore, angle 4 is congruent to angle 6. So we have another pair of alternate interior angles. We have angle 3 and angle 5. So angle 3 and angle 5 are alternate interior angles of parallel lines. Alternate interior angles of parallel lines are congruent. Therefore, angle 3 is congruent to angle 5. Alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles are angle 4 and angle 6, angle 3 and angle 5. The lines are parallel. Therefore, angle 3 is congruent to angle 5 and angle 4 is congruent to angle 6. What is angle 3? Angle 3 equals 2x and angle 5 equals 120 degrees. Since angle 3 is congruent to angle 5, therefore 2x equals 120 degrees. Dividing both sides of the equation by 2, so 2x over 2 equals 120 over 2. What is x? X equals 60 degrees. Therefore, what is the measure of angle 3? 2 times 60, that is 120 degrees. Why? Because angle 3 is congruent to angle 5. How about the measure of angle 4? The measure of angle 4 is 180 minus 120, and that is 60. So angle 4 is 60, and angle 6 is also 60 degrees. Alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles are exterior angles on opposite side of the transversal. So we have line T, line M, and line N. Line M is parallel to line N, and T is a transversal. So we have angle 1 and angle 7. Angle 1 and angle 7 are alternate exterior angles. If the lines are parallel, alternate exterior angles of parallel lines are congruent. Therefore, angle 1 is congruent to angle 7. We have another pair of alternate exterior angles. We have angle 2 and angle 8. Since angle 2 and angle 8 are alternate exterior angles, therefore the two angles are congruent. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 8. Alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles of parallel lines are congruent. What are the pairs of alternate exterior angles? We have angle 1 and angle 7, and angle 2 and angle 8. Angle 1 equals 2x plus 4, and angle 7 equals 140 degrees. Since angle 1 is congruent to angle 7, we have 2x plus 4 equals 104. Solving for x, 2x equals 104 minus 4. 104 minus 4 is 100. 2x equals 100. Dividing both sides of the equation by 2. 2x over 2 equals 100 divided by 2. What is the value of x? The value of x is 50 degrees. So this is 2x plus 4. 2 times 50 is 100. Plus 4 is 104. If angle 1 is 104 degrees, what is the measure of angle 2? That is 180 minus 104, that is 76 degrees. If angle 2 is 76 degrees, what is the measure of angle 8? The measure of angle 8 is also 76 degrees. Interior angles on the same side of a transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are consecutive interior angles or allied angles or co-interior angles. So we have line M and line N. Line M is parallel to line N and line T is a transversal. What are the pairs of interior angles on the same side of a transversal? We have angle 4 and angle 5. Are interior angles on the same side of transversal. Interior angles of the same side of transversal or parallel lines are supplementary. Since M is parallel to N, therefore, the measure of angle 4 plus the measure of angle 5 equals 180 degrees. What is the other pair of interior angles on the same side of a transversal? We have angle 3 and angle 6. Since angle 3 and angle 6 are interior angles on the same side of a transversal of parallel lines, therefore, we have the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 6 equals 180 degrees. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of a transversal are supplementary. What are the interior angles on the same side of a transversal? We have angle 4 and 5, angle 3 and 6. What is the measure of angle 4? The measure of angle 4 is x, and the measure of angle 5 is 5x plus 6. Then, we have the measure of angle 4 plus the measure of angle 5 equals 180 degrees. What is angle 4? Angle 4 is x, and angle 5 is 5x plus 6. X plus 5x plus 6 equals 180 degrees. Solving for x, 1x plus 5x equals 6x. 6x equals 180 minus 6. 180 minus 6 is 174. Dividing both sides of the equation by 6. So 6x over 6 equals 174 over 6. What is the value of x? The value of x is 29 degrees. Therefore, the measure of angle 4 is 29 degrees. How about the measure of angle 5? That is 5x plus 6, or 5 times 29 plus 6. That is equal to 151 degrees. So the measure of angle 5 is 151 degrees. And the measure of angle 4 is 29 degrees. And if we find the sum of the two, it is equal to 180 degrees. Linear pairs. Two angles form a linear pair if the angles are adjacent and their non-common sides are opposite rays. So what are the adjacent angles that form a linear pair? We have angle 1 and angle 2, angle 2 and angle 3, angle 3 and angle 4, and angle 4 and angle 1. So we have another one. Angle 5 and angle 6, angle 6 and angle 7, angle 7 and angle 8, angle 8 and angle 5. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. It means that if we find the sum of the two angles, it is equal to 180. Therefore, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 180 degrees up to the last. Angles in a linear pair are supplementary. Angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair, and the two angles are supplementary if the measure of angle 1 is 5x and the measure of angle 2 is x. So the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 is 180. The measure of angle 1 is 5x. The measure of angle 2 is x. So 5x plus x equals 180 degrees. 5x plus 1x is 6x. 6x equals 180 degrees. Dividing both sides of the equation by 6, the value of x is 30 degrees. So what is the measure of angle 2? The measure of angle 2 is 30 degrees. How about the measure of angle 1? That is 5 times 30, and 5 times 30 is 150 degrees. How about the measure of angle 4? That is 180 minus 150, that is 30. And the measure of angle 3 is 180 minus 30 is 150. How do we find the measure of angle 5? Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles of parallel lines are congruent. Therefore, the measure of angle 5 is 150 degrees. How about angle 6? The two are supplementary. The measure of angle 6 is 30. Angle 6 and 7 are supplementary. the measure of angle 7 is 150 degrees. Angle 7 and 8 are supplementary. The measure of angle 8 is 30 degrees. Vertical angles. Vertical angles are angles whose side form two intersecting lines. So what are the pairs of vertical angles? So we have angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical angles. And it is stated that vertical angles are congruent. Therefore, angle 1 is congruent to angle 3. We have another pair of vertical angles. We have angle 2 and angle 4. Again, they are verticals. Vertical angles are congruent. Therefore, angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. Then we have another pairs below. We have angle 5 and angle 7. Angle 5 and angle 7 are vertical angles. Therefore, angle 5 is congruent to angle 7. And we have the last pair. We have angle 6 and angle 8. Angle 6 and angle 8 are vertical angles. Therefore, angle 6 is congruent to angle 8. So we have vertical angles are congruent. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 4. Angle 6 is congruent to angle 3. And angle 5 is congruent to angle 2. This is a symbol for the right angle. Since this is a right angle, angle 1 is congruent to angle 4, which is equal to 90 degrees. We have angle 6 is congruent to angle 3. Angle 6 is congruent to angle 3, which is equal to 40 degrees. Then we have angle 5 and angle 2. Angle 5 is congruent to angle 2. But since this is a right angle, and the measure of angle 6 is 40, 90 minus 40 is 50. Therefore, angle 5 is congruent to angle 2, which is equal to 50 degrees. So we have the transversal angle. We have line N parallel to line N, and line S is parallel to line T. We'll make use of M and N and S as a transversal. We have this figure. What are the different corresponding angles in this figure? We have 1 and 9, angle 5 and angle 13, angle 2 and angle 10, angle 6 and angle 14. We have the alternate interior angles. We have angle 5 and angle 10, angle 6 and angle 9. We have the alternate exterior angle. We have angle 1 and angle 14. Angle 2 and angle 13. We have the vertical angles. Angle 1 and angle 6. Angle 2 and angle 5. Angle 9 and angle 14. Angle 10 and angle 13. We have the linear pairs. Angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 2 and angle 6. Angle 6 and angle 5. Angle 5 and angle 1. So we'll be making use of line S and T, and our transversal now is line N. We need to find the pairs of corresponding angles. Again, we'll make use of this one. What are the different corresponding angles in this figure? We have angle 1 and angle 3, angle 2 and angle 4, angle 5 and angle 7, angle 6 and angle 8. We have the interior angles. We have angle 2, angle 3, angle 7, and angle 6. We have the alternate interior angles. Angle 2 and angle 7, angle 3 and angle 6. We have the alternate exterior angles. Angle 1 and angle 8, angle 4 and angle 5. We have the vertical angles. Angle 1 and angle 6, angle 2 and angle 5, angle 3 and angle 8, angle 4 and angle 7. We have the linear pair. Angle 1 and angle 2, angle 2 and angle 6, angle 6 and angle 5, angle 5 and angle 1. Angle 3 and angle 4, angle 4 and angle 8, angle 8 and angle 7, and angle 7 and angle 3. We have interior angles on the same side of a transversal. We have angle 2 and angle 3, angle 6 and angle 7. We need to identify the transversal angles. The first number is angle 5 and 12. This is angle 5 and this one is angle 12. What name is given to angle 5 and angle 12? I am giving you time to think. So angle 5 and angle 12 are, what is your answer? The answer is alternate exterior angles. Now we have angle 5 and 9. So we have angle 5 and angle 9. What name is given to angle 5 and angle 9? Angle 5 and angle 9 are corresponding angles. We have angle 7 and angle 10. Angle 7 and angle 10. So what name is given to angle 7 and angle 10? We have the alternate interior angles. We have angle 6 and angle 10. Angle 6 and angle 10. So angle 6 and angle 10 are corresponding angles. We have angle 8 and 12. We have angle 8 and angle 12. 8 and 12. So again, what name is given to angle 8 and angle 12? We have corresponding angles. We have angle 8 and 9. So we have angle 8 and angle 9. So what name is given to angle 8 and angle 9? We have alternate interior angles. So we have the next number, angle 6 and angle 11. So we have angle 6 and angle 11. Angle 6 and angle 11 are what? Alternate exterior angles. So we have number 8, angle 7 and 11. So angle 7 and 11. So what name is given to angle 7 and angle 11? Angle 7 and 11 are corresponding angles. We have angle 9 and 10. Angle 9 and 10. Angle 9 and angle 10 form a linear plane. And the last number, we have 9 and 12. We have angle 9 and angle 12. Angle 9 and angle 12 are vertical. We have the exercises. Line M is parallel to line N, and T is a transversal. So we have the measure of angle 1 is 140 degrees. We need to find the measure of the following angles. What is the relation of angle 1 and angle 2? Angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair. Therefore, the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 equals 180. What is the measure of angle 2? The measure of angle 2 is 40 degrees. We need to find the measure of angle 3. Angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical angles. If angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical angles, what is the measure of angle 3? Vertical angles are congruent. The measure of angle 3 is 140 degrees. We have the measure of angle 4. So what is the relation of 2 and 4? 2 and 4 are vertical angles, and vertical angles are congruent. What is the measure of angle 2? The measure of angle 2 is 40. Therefore, what is the measure of angle 4? The measure is also 40 degrees. We need to find the measure of angle 5. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles of parallel lines are congruent. So, we have angle 5. If 1 is 1/4, 140 degrees, then the measure of angle 5 is also 140 degrees. We need to find the measure of angle 6. So, what is the relation of 4 and 6? 4 and 6, angle 4 and angle 6 are alternate interior angles. So, what is the measure of angle 4? The measure of angle 4 is 40. Therefore, the measure of angle 6 is also 40. We need to find the measure of angle 6. What is the relation of angles 1 and angle 7? Angle 1 and angle 7 are alternate exterior angles, and alternate exterior angles of parallel lines are congruent. Therefore, what is the measure of angle 7? The measure of angle 7 is 140 degrees. We need to find the measure of angle 8. Angle 7 and angle 8 are supplementary. Angle 7 is 140. Therefore, what is the measure of angle 8? The measure of angle 8 is 40 degrees. We have the following exercises. Line N is parallel to line N, and S and T are transversal. The measure of angle 1 equals 110 degrees, and the measure of angle 11 equals 60 degrees. Find the measures of the following. We have the measure of angle 2. What is the relation of angle 1 and angle 2? Angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. The measure of angle 1 is 110, therefore the measure of angle 2 is 70 degrees. We need to find the measure of angle 12. What is the measure of angle 12? So we have angle 11 and angle 12 are supplementary. The measure of angle 11 is 60. Therefore, the measure of angle 12 is 120 degrees. We need to find the measure of angle 6. We have angle 6. Angle 1 and angle 6 are vertical angles, and vertical angles are congruent. The measure of angle 1 is 110. Therefore, the measure of angle 6 is also 110 degrees. We need to find the value of angle 5. So, angle 5 and angle 1 are supplementary. The measure of angle 1 is 110 degrees. Therefore, the measure of angle 5 is 70 degrees. We need to find the value of angle 3. Angle 11 and angle 3 are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles of parallel lines are congruent. If the measure of angle 11 is 60, therefore the measure of angle 3 is also 60 degrees. We need to find the value of angle 14. Angle 1 and angle 14 are alternate exterior angles, and alternate exterior angles of parallel lines are congruent. If angle 1 is 110 degrees, therefore angle 14 is also 110 degrees. We need to find the value of angle 7. So where is angle 7? So angle 7 and angle 11 are supplementary because the two angles are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. If the measure of angle 11 is 60, therefore the measure of angle 7 is 120 degrees. Thank you for watching.